When we are about to give prelims, or maybe if we are in that phase when we are giving full length test, mock test, all India open mock test, so at that time we need quick revision, right? And at that time we have to understand ki kaun se topics, which topics we have to focus more, all the themes into three categories, which is blue up, one is consistent, and one is dead. A total number of questions since 2008, there are 32 questions, which is huge number of questions. So pehle 14 questions in the 10 years from 2008 till 2015. After that, in the recent 10 years, 18 questions have been asked. Every time the student thinks that this is a very important chapter because it comes in the initial chapters of the book. So every time the student will think, ये बहुत important है करेंगे. Yes, it is important to understand your basic concepts. Hello everyone. So in this video of ours, we will be continuing with the second chapter, second subject, which is economics. So in the first video, we saw the three categories of how prelims is being categorized by UPSC into different important themes. Right? And तभी हमने पॉलिटी के सारे themes देख ली थी, important themes. Now we are going to see economics important things. So let me tell you how I am going to segregate these things. So let's first see why we are focusing on this, because in the last 60 days, now there are maybe less than 60 days when this video will be posted. So we have less than 60 days, and when we are about to give prelims, or maybe if we are in that phase when we are giving full length test, mock test, all India open mock test. So at that time we need quick revision, right? And at that time we have to understand ki kaun se topics, which topics we have to focus more, and which topics can be left afterwards. So this is going to be the most important time of your preparation, where you keep on revising the important themes, and that will make sure that वो आपके दिमाग में ढंग से बैठ जाए. So this is where the revision happens, because you're preparing for the test, you're preparing for or analyzing yourself at this moment, at this stage. So the more revision that we do, the more retention we will be having. And because each subject has so many subjects, so many chapters, and so many themes, even the microthemes that we have sorted down are also huge. Right? So we have to understand that how UPSC is having a pattern of themes, which patterns or which themes it is focusing on. So what we have done is we have segregated all the themes into three categories. Now understand this, it's very simple. So there are three categories, which is blue up, one is consistent, and one is dead. So what is blue up? Blue up is those which, so we have segregated two sections of years. One is from 2008 to 2015. And the other set of year is from 2016 till 2025. So the last 20 years. So in this, what we have done is we have seen that how UPSC is, what kind of questions or how many questions UPSC was asking from one particular theme from 2008 till 15, and how it has increased or decreased those type of questions from that particular theme from 2016 till 2025. Okay, so this is how we'll understand कि कौन से theme पे वो ज़्यादा focus कर रहा है, कौन से theme में वो consistent है, and which is that particular theme जिससे पहले questions बहुत आते थे. Lot of questions were being asked before, but now it's not asking that many questions. So you can also analyze this, you can understand this, and you can focus on these particular micro themes. So blue up is the first category which you will be prioritizing first for the revision. So आप जब भी पहली बुक खोलोगे, आपके नोट्स खोलोगे, इकोनॉमिक्स की फ्लैश नोट्स हो or your handwritten notes or any other notes that you are referring to, what you have to do is first you have to prioritize the blue up category themes. पहले वो सारे categories revise करो. Then once you are done with that, once you are good with that, then go to the consistent category, and then to the dying category अगर time मिले तो. Okay, so let me explain you more, you'll understand this how. So these are the economics micro themes that we have designed for you. This, you would be having a PDF of this, I'm sure, if you have studied the micro themes. So this is the themes, maybe more in-depth themes you can identify from that. But to revise these many themes, to understand, and if you have read this, then it's very good. But to revise, it's going to take a lot of time. So out of this, how or which you have to focus, that we have given it, we have sorted out for you. Okay, so let's come for the first category, which is blue up category. Now again, closely look here. So we have segregated the each and every important theme from 2008 till 2015. Okay. And the next category or the next section is from 2016 till 2025. Each micro theme we have segregated in that way. So now you'll understand कि कौन सी category से, कौन सी theme से पहले कितने questions आते थे, अभी कितने questions आ रहे, and how many questions have been increased. Alright, so this is how you'll understand कि UPSC is focusing on which micro themes more, and this is where you have to focus. In theme से 110% from these themes, UPSC is going to ask you questions. So if there are going to be 15 questions from economics, we know that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 questions from this theme can come. Okay, so why to take that risk? Let's just complete this first and then go to the consistent and time category. Right? So let's see the first micro theme, which is fiscal policy and budget. Now, this is a huge theme. First, the total number of questions since 2008, there are 32 questions, which is huge number of questions. Right? So, pehle 14 questions in the 10 years from 2008 till 2015. After that, in the recent 10 years, 18 questions have been asked. That means an increase of 4 questions. The trend has increased by 4 questions. The latest year question पूछा गया था was 2025. That means it's a very fresh theme. So you have to make sure that once you open the book, first topic that you have to revise is fiscal policy and budget. Understanding the importance why we have sorted this out. So blue up category पहले खोलो, उसमें जो important themes है वो पहले priority करके revise करें. All right. Second is RBI and its functions. Not the whole chapter of RBI. First, RBI and its functions. You have to focus on that. Again, why? Pehle it was 6 questions. Now it has asked 14 questions. 14 questions. In the last 10 years, more than 10 questions. 14 questions. A huge jump of 8 questions. That means question इससे आएगा ही. And the latest year is 2025. मतलब पिछले साल पूछा गया तो इस साल पूछेगा, right? And you know that RBI's role every time is increasing in the economy, right? It's so important in the economy, first of all. Then is banking regulations. 17 questions. First 6, now 11. Again, a massive jump of 5 questions. Trade, as we know, in the current affairs also, it is so important. Again, 3 questions का jump है यहाँ पे. Bonds. First, there were very few questions from bonds. Very few questions बोलने से अच्छा है कि questions ही नहीं आते थे. 0 questions. But from 2016 till 2025, 8 questions have been asked so far. That means that a new set of 8 questions have been asked. All right. Then comes investment funds. First, 1 question. Now 4 questions. All right. That means again a jump of 3 questions. Then again, look at this. Maybe you can ignore this. Please make sure that you do not ignore this thing, which is digital payments. Okay. Again, no questions before because pehle to digitalization हुआ भी नहीं था. But now it is asking you more questions, and the latest question is also from in 2025, right? And sectoral classification. Here also 2024 में last question, new set of question, which is 3. So pehle, after opening the book, please make sure that you are prioritizing the reading of this. Now, from where to read it? If you don't have any quick solution, first go to the Microthemes. Microthemes platform में, or if you have the PDF, then well and good. See यहाँ पे RBI and functions है. See the PYQs first. Solve the PYQs. See what type of questions are being asked. अगर आपने PYQ solve नहीं किया है, then please go and solve these PYQs on each important micro theme. Each important micro theme take priority wise. See what kind of questions are UPSC is asking, and उस हिसाब से पढ़ो, revise करो. Okay, you can revise it from X Factor notes. You can revise it from Flash notes. See यहाँ पे an example from the X Factor notes that I have given here. These are roles and functions. Everything is mentioned here. You read it from here, you're done. Okay. Then this is banking sector reform. I show you again, very important micro theme, blew up micro theme. So this is also important. Coming to our next category, which is consistent. Consistent is that category that which shows that this is a micro theme which UPSC has not left. UPSC को इन micro themes से बहुत ज्यादा प्यार है. ठीक है, कैसे प्यार है? क्योंकि इस थीम से हमेशा क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं। एवरी टाइम यूपीएससी विल मेक श्योर दैट इट आस्क वन और टू क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम these themes. Okay, maybe it won't increase the number of questions, but it will ask. It will make sure that you know the answer to this question. It will make sure that you read the content from these particular micro themes. Okay, so this is the favorite play topics. Okay, so let's get a quick review of what all topics are there. RBI into liquidity management. So first priority you'll give to RBI and functions, RBI and its functions. Then you'll give to its liquidity management. How does it manage its liquidity? So here again, from 2008 to 15, 12 questions. The questions have been reduced in the last year, but it's not reduced drastically. 8 questions puche hai. Okay, which is not very less, but yes, there has been, the questions have been asked. So it's important again. Economic growth and planning, again here, 12 questions, now 7 questions have been asked. Finance and capital market, here you can see 7 questions and now they have asked 10 questions. Latest questions that have been asked is 2025. So this again is an important. So यहाँ पे भी आप सेग्रीगेट कर सकते हो. इफ यू सी दिस ट्रेंड डायरेक्टली, फर्स्ट जो क्वेश्चंस इंक्रीजिंग ट्रेंड पे है वो माइक्रो थीम्स पहले पढ़ लो. ऑलराइट, सी तो यहाँ पे भी आपको सॉर्ट करके दिया है. ऑलराइट, then comes GST. GST was very much in topic before, so lot of questions were coming at that time. Now it has decreased. Infrastructure, again 6 questions. Inflation, 5 questions. Before that 9 questions were asked. Differentiated banks, 4 questions. FDI, FPI, external financing, all of these are on the position of increased. Stable, 3 questions. Financial inclusion, PSL, 2 questions. Currency and foreign exchange, again only 2 questions in the last 10 years. Health indicators, 2 questions. And land use, 1 question. Okay, so यहाँ तक there are very much important. यहाँ से थोड़े से less important things है. Alright, so you have got a set of blew up में 8 categories, 8-9 categories, and यहाँ पे more than 5 to 6 important categories. Okay, and then the less important ones. So you get a prioritizing set of themes that you need to focus first. All right, look at this. Yeah, this is a page from in flash notes. So यहाँ पे infrastructure, all the topics are covered very nicely. Mumbai Trans Harbour Link, Sela Tunnel, everything is covered here. Okay, ये तो मैंने बस एक screenshot निकाल के दिखाया आपको, but you can see in the index itself. This is also some points are missing here in the index. I couldn't take the screenshot of the whole, but पूरा covered है. So if you do not have notes and you are thinking कि अभी notes कैसे बनाऊं, तो don't rush into making notes. This is not the right time to make notes. जो notes आपको prepare करके दिए हैं, you have flash notes. I am going to put the PDF in the description. Download it from there. No, don't worry about it. So you can just download it, read it from there. If you have any other notes of yours to read, or if you have made it before, read it from there, no worries, but make sure कि आप ये themes पहले focus कर रहे हो. Alright, then the last category of ours, which is a dying category. Now why we call it a dying category? Because the number of questions which were asked in 2008 till 2015 have been drastically reduced in the last 10 years. Okay, for example, national income accounting, every time the student thinks that this is a very important chapter because it comes in the initial chapters of the book. So every time the student will think, ये बहुत important है, करेंगे. Yes, it is important to understand your basic concepts. But once it is done, you have understood the basic concept, you have gone very far from it. Now you don't have to prioritize it. उसको पढ़ते रहो, उसको underline करते रहो, उसके notes बनाओ, उसको update करो. No need of that. Because the questions being asked for prelims by UPSC have been reduced to 2 in the last 10 years. 2 questions in the last 10 years, which is very less. The last question that was asked is 2019. तो आपने अगर जो ब्लू अप कैटेगरी है, जो कंसिस्टेंट कैटेगरी है, वो अगर आपने अच्छे से पढ़ा है तो नेशनल इनकम अकाउंटिंग के आपको सवाल आ जाएंगे. ठीक है, इट वुड बी इजी फॉर यू टू सॉल्व, डोंट वरी. सेंसस, 6 questions were asked till 2015. उसके बाद 0 question, no question. Census हुआ ही नहीं है तो क्या ही questions पूछेंगे. So they have stopped asking questions. Do not worry about census. क्या था अभी क्या है, don't worry about it because census updated ही नहीं है. What will they ask? इस मुंह से पूछेंगे वो. ठीक है. Economic growth and 5-year plans. Again, there were a lot of students who made this mnemonics out of it कि ऐसे याद करेंगे वैसे याद करेंगे, but questions नहीं आ रहे. Why are you wasting your time there? So 5 questions before, now 1 question. अगर आ भी जाता है तो there will be 1 question. You don't have to read so much, prioritize so much into 5-year plans, which was a very old ideology now. So now it's not being asked. Stop. Okay, this should be your least priority. Right? Then is the demographic dividend. Census ही new है तो ये क्या ही पूछेंगे वो. Right? So total number of questions are 4 that have been asked in the last 20 years, and in the last 10 years only 1 question. Last question was also in 2018. So these are the themes that you will prioritize the lowest. Okay, सबसे low priority इसको रहेगा आपको. Alright, again read it if you want, if you have time and you feel like चलो थोड़ा सा देख लेते, देख लो, कोई problem नहीं. But first, the first 2 categories, view up category and the consistent category. Once you're done with that, you're free to wander around this dying categories. Alright, so this is what I wanted to share with you about economics. If you want to see the polity version, we have already uploaded a video of it, so you can go and check it out. If you want to go to the flash notes, we are giving you a free PDF in the description, so you can download it from there as well. More videos of the same category, of the same type are going to be posted soon. So stay tuned.